Hi everyone, this is Nick Carlisle with Realty One Group. I've talked a lot recently about how it's a seller's market here in Phoenix, meaning homes are selling fast and for more money due to a lack of inventory, but an increase in demand. And we've also discussed at length what that means when you're selling a property. But what does that mean when you're buying a property? So here are 5 things that will help you navigate a seller's market when you're buying a home. The first thing is to make sure you have your financing in place before going to look at houses. Now, looking at houses is probably the most exciting part about buying a home. And it's still probably my favorite part as well, except maybe on days like this when it's 115 degrees outside. But in a market that moves this fast, be sure to have your financing in place before going to look at houses. That's important for 2 reasons. The first reason is when you get your financing together to get a pre-approval letter, you're going to have a really good idea of what you can afford and what your max budget is going to be. So that'll be a good tool when you're out looking at properties. And the second reason is that we're in a market that moves so fast that if you were to find the perfect home and you really want to write an offer, you have to have a pre-approval letter to write an offer in Arizona. So if it takes a couple of days for you to speak to the lender, get your credit pulled, get them the documents they need, you've just delayed the process of writing an offer on that house, and you may have missed out on the opportunity to compete for a home you really liked. And the second thing is to make sure you're going out to see new listings within 24 hours of them being put on the market. You should be getting daily update emails from your agent with new listings as they come on the market. So if you see something you like, make sure to let them know as soon as possible to get out and see it. A lot of our listings are getting multiple offers within the first day. So if you're not getting out there to take a look at it and write your offer, you might miss out. The third thing is to be sure that you're making competitive offers. Now, we've all seen those TV shows where they're out house hunting for properties and they're making offers $25,000 under list price and always getting a great deal on it. Well, in our Phoenix market, if you're looking at a home that's $350,000 or less, that's just not realistic. Our market is much too competitive, and the seller of the property is simply going to wait a day or less, and they're going to get an offer at their list price or above. Now, your agent should always be making sure that you're not overpaying for a property, because people can advertise their home for anything. So they're there to make sure that that's a realistic purchase price. But you just have to keep in mind that if you want to compete for a property that you really like, other people are probably going to be competing for it as well. So keep that in mind when you're crafting your offers. The fourth thing to help you navigate this market as a buyer would be to see if you can pay for your own closing costs. In Arizona, there's some additional costs to purchase a home other than just the price of the home. These costs would include things like lender fees, title fees, HOA transfer fees, property taxes, and things like that. These are collectively referred to as closing costs, and they typically run anywhere from about $5,000 to $7,000 per transaction. Now, it's common when you're writing an offer to ask for the seller to pay for some or even all of those costs for you. But in a market that is so competitive, anything that you can do to give yourself a leg up over another buyer is going to be a great value. So see if you can dip into the savings account a little bit more, maybe ask grandma for some help to try to pay those costs for yourself. It'll go a long way to help and strengthen that offer and make it a lot more competitive. And the fifth thing that'll help you navigate this market as a buyer is to be sure you have an agent who understands this market and has a track record of success. Now, I've shared a couple stories on here about how my persistence in submitting an offer for my clients has likely made the difference in their offer getting accepted. And in a market where we're seeing homes get multiple offers the first day they're listed, you have to consider what is going to make your offer stand out. Having an agent that's willing to go to bat for you and knows how to craft the best offer is vitally important in a market like this. So be sure when you're interviewing agents to ask them what their strategy is in this area. They should have a clear plan to be sure that your offer is presented in the best possible way and has the best chance of being accepted. If you found this video helpful or you think others might benefit from watching, please like and share this video. And if you have some questions about real estate or you think now might be the right time to move, please get in touch with me. My goal in real estate is to serve, educate, and love my clients throughout the real estate process. So if you know someone who's looking to buy or sell a home, please consider letting them know that I would be delighted to serve them. And thanks so much for watching.